Hello viewers, today for the spring 2023 startup and test, and hopefully not fail, we have a Hampton Bay branded, Fetters manufactured 5000 BTU unit. This is the model HBQ051A, and it's a 5000 or 5050 or whatever it is, I don't remember. Let's see here. Can we find out? Is it 5100, I guess? Yeah, 5100 BTU cooling capacity. And it's, where's the amps? Probably 6 amps would be my guess. I don't see the amps. There they are, 5.3. Actually, it's pretty efficient. It's got R22 in there, 9.25 ounces. It's 9.0 EER, which I don't care about. And what's that stuff? The pressures. These are one of those machines that certain people are like, it's Hampton Bay, it's junk. But I mean, I don't agree with that at all, because it cools good and it lasts a long time. If it stunk, then I can understand the commentary, but if it cools well and it lasts a long time, then how can you say it stinks? Yeah, the compressor sounds like trash, but it compresses, so who cares? I mean, it works. When I got this thing, this is a trash farm. Whoops. It was an absolute rust bucket, filthy disaster. But I cleaned it up real good. The condenser is nice and clean now. It actually, for how dirty and rusty it was, it cleaned up nice. Maybe one of the best cleanups I've ever done. But it's super nice inside now. Didn't even have to repaint it or anything. There's the fan motor, which is some Ching Chong Chow random old motor, whatever the heck it is, I don't know. Which it also still works. You know, it's sleeve bearing and everything, but it still works. And then here's the compressor, which is one of those Rechie compressors. Can't see what else it says there. Does it say? It says Rechie license. Okay. But it, you know, like I said, doesn't sound good, but it works fine. I gotta put this back. I took that off, I think, for storage. And I have the plate and everything I gotta put back on. This register is busted off. I gotta figure out how to resecure that. Otherwise, it's missing the side panels too. But other than that, it's in good shape, and it worked last time I used it just fine. The 12K version of this, which I just found last summer, is one of the units I remember seeing in middle school. And there's a ton of them still in service, which is another testimony to the fact that these are not junk, that they're pretty decent. These were some of the last like really good air conditioners we saw, and then after this, the Fetters buyout, and it just went downhill from there. But it's still got nice features like this concealed controls. It has the continuous duty thermostat. You don't see those anymore. So you can still dehumidify even on a cool night. 3 fan speeds, super quiet low, powerful high. It's just a great machine. I really like these. So let's go ahead and plug this in. We are testing with 119 volts right now. The cord is starting to oxidize a bit, but I think it's still okay. We'll have to see if it heats up at all. Okay, so we'll start with the fans, the fan speeds. That's low, super quiet, and decent airflow. Slow, great dehumidifying speed, nice nighttime sleeping speed, or a great daytime speed when you want to talk on the phone and not be disrupted, or you want to hear music or something else. Nice low. Real quiet, real slow. That's the way it should be. And there is actually a decent amount of air coming out of the condenser in the back. I think this was only thrown out because it was just so filled he didn't work right anymore. So I didn't do a good job of cleaning the inside of the fan, I guess. Because as soon as I cleaned it, it ran perfectly fine. So it probably just developed a bad smell or something. I don't know. Even from several feet away, I can still feel the airflow on this low speed. And the power draw is 0.6 amps. Yeah, it's actually really putting out a decent amount of air for the noise. Super, super quiet. Got a startup sounds, and at this point you're hearing a lot of air noise from the condenser fan. It's still relatively quiet even on this speed. Output's pretty good, pretty consistent across the whole thing too. And now the high, which is really whipping the air through here. And again, most of the noise is coming out of the back. And the amount of air going through the condenser is really quite good. And now we'll turn on the compressor, which I'm sure will sound bad, and there'll be all sorts of commentary, blah blah blah. Oh, it sounds bad. Oh no. Oh well. That's 2.7 the amps. Let's get some fanage here. Our ambient temperature is about 61. And we got 59. It's still cool. It takes a minute to build the pressure. There we go, it just hit head pressure, now it's getting cold. Yeah, it's got gas in there. .56. It's taking its time to get going, but it'll get there. Still got a charge. So that's good at least. That was my main concern. Because it seems like everything's losing the charge this year. Three. I'll give it some time. It's going to take a few minutes to get going. I'll give it some time. We'll come back on the video in a few minutes. So we're running for about 10 minutes now. We've got, let's see, 23 at the bottom and 25, 27, 28 at the top. So it's cold all the way through. We are getting a little bit of ice on the bottom. It's getting a little bit of frost actually through and through. But it's an airflow and a temperature issue. If you go up to high, it'll melt off. It's too cold in here to run an air conditioner. It's 62 degrees in here. These things aren't meant to run much below like 72, 74. You know, so it's the frost I would expect at this temperature. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And out of my register, we are getting 40, 30, 35, 38, 37, 36, 39, 30s all the way across. So this is working properly. And despite all the stupid commentary about these machines, this is a good machine. It works good, it's powerful, and it's quiet. And once it's in the window, you won't hear the compressor so much. The fan is real quiet. The compressor gets quieter on high with the fan on high because there's less head pressure. It's a little happier running that way. I mean, in theory, these should always be run on high because you want to get as much air through that condenser as possible. Alright, this checks out. This is working. This is ready for service, and it's all clean too. I've never used it.